Good day, everyone. This is James from James Morris World Traveler. I want to actually come up with a review here today about another tour company that I took for the second time for my trip to Europe. And I'm going to start basically right away. I found that this company was a little different than my other tour company. And when I get into it, it's going to be another 5 facts about this company that I found interesting. So, this is a company, like I said, where it's a lot different. They do it a lot different because of the age range. The company I'm talking about, though, is Topdeck Travel Tours. About this company, to start off with, let's start here, and I'm going to talk about number 1 fact. This company, being it caters to, I believe it was 18 to 39-year-olds kind of thing. So the younger generation, people like to party and stuff like that. So they have many, many, many tour choices. And when I looked, it was about approximately over 330 choices for tours in a variety of styles. And in fact, they've actually recently changed certain factors of their website, which now breaks down the style of tours now. So the one I did was like a hostel trip, and in general, they have over 330 different styles and tours that you could choose from. And if that's not insane enough, oh my goodness, that they cater to the younger crowd under the age of 39 or younger. But of course, you have to be 18 years old. So the fun fact about that would come to number 2. Because they have people that like to have fun and whatnot, younger, some of them are much younger, and I did find with my age, they were a lot younger than me. The majority of them, I think the oldest one I met was in their 30s at that time as well. And because a lot of times these people are much younger than that, and I was young once too, so I understand that sometimes it happens that you like to have fun. So you can have party time with these people, with the people that you ride with. So it's party time, or you could be somebody like myself who has just a little bit of fun, but then I also just relax and do my own thing. So you have a choice, right? Party time or not, as I call it. So that's fun fact number 2. So now number 3, the cool thing about having these kind of tours, right? They have long and short trips, meaning you can go for 7, 9, 10, 15 days, or you can go for a month plus. You have an option. You have the long trips, which are more than 20 days, 15, 20 days, to shorter trips that are under 15 days. And a lot of times, like the tour I took, for example, was 10 days. It's called the European Escape. And it was a 10-day tour. And it was a part of a larger tour where when they came to my stop where I started in, it was probably about 20 days into their trip, give or take. And this is only the little chunk of it. So that's the thing. You can go for long trips or you can go for the short trips. Up to you. And now that they've changed a lot since I was there, they probably added more. And in fact, there's so many that I couldn't even tell you what they've changed other than what I've seen, which is basically the look of the whole website is completely different as well. So navigation's a lot different for me as well. So let's come on to number 4. Optional excursions. As many tour companies, they always have optional excursions, of course. Why wouldn't they? I mean, that's how they make extra money, right? At the end of the day, their optional excursions, I by far enjoyed the ones I took. And just a couple of the ones I'll talk about today are the gondola ride in Venice. That was my start of my first trip day, or it was actually not my first day, but the second day. It was actually when we did the gondola ride. After we did a walk around Venice, we had the gondola ride for a fee, of course, because it's an optional, right? And then it was fantastic. I will do it again if I ever go to that area again. Venice. That's Venice. And then you also have one other optional excursion that I can tell you about is a bike ride in Amsterdam. It was funny because the guy was kind of goofy and whatnot, and he was interesting. He almost actually, in fact, let me tell you another fact about that. He almost got run over by a little street cleaner because they have those little smaller street cleaners that clean the streets that they don't have traffic there, so it's other than foot traffic. And the guy almost got run over, and he got upset with the driver of the street cleaner. Kind of gave him a little bit of a verbal whiplashing, but it was a fun time just to be able to see what it's like to be one of those people in Amsterdam, one of the locals, have a bike ride as most people in Amsterdam do. They get around with bikes. It's the city of bikes for a reason, right? They have the highest rate of bikes and also thrown into the canals. I don't remember the exact amount, but there's a lot of bikes per day and per week that are thrown in the canals. Why? Don't ask me. So finally, let's go to the very last one, number 5. Of course, this is one I did in my last review as well, as a few of these ones I have. I had a younger tour driver and guide. In fact, they were both married to each other, which was interesting. They were the nicest people. They were very knowledgeable of the area, even though they weren't from the area. They've been doing it for a few years, so they're very knowledgeable in the history and all this kind of stuff that most tour guides would give. If they weren't knowledgeable, of course, why would they be hired, right? Like, who would be hired if you didn't know what you're doing, right? So, and these guys were fantastic. In fact, I'm friends with them still on Facebook, so I love the fact that these guys were fantastic. Love them. So those were my fun facts. I know this video is a little bit longer today, but I wanted to kind of get into a little bit about it. And as I said, the tour that I took was a European Escape. Fantastic tour. Great company to be with when you're younger. I know now that I'm a lot older, of course I'm at the age now that I would not be able to take a tour with them anymore, but it's fun if you just want to do a variety of things, party or not. So thank you very much, everybody, for this wonderful review. If you love it, hit the thumbs up button, comment, have fun, let me know what you think of this video. Have a great day, everybody. Cheers.